I won't hold up. Hello, it's me, Shang-Chi. I'm here to protect the pedophiles.
Okay. Stop. I
Yeah.
did want to talk about that first.
No. Yeah. Cause what do you call it?
We at the time of recording we released a clip today called Kyle Rittenhouse Based or Cringe. We're gonna have to do one for Shang-Chi, and actually we're just gonna have to make this a regular segment on the show called Based or Cringe.
Based or cringe? I'm down.
Because we did Kyle Rittenhouse, even though it's a 45-second clip, but now we have Simu Leo, who
Let's look up what he said. Right?
I
Like,
know what he said.
oh, do you?
I know what he said. I read the whole thing.
What did he say?
Okay, so here's the story. People found his old Reddit account, and they know it's him because he posted his headshots on it, like asking for advice.
I read that. Yeah, I read that it was confirmed that it was him. Yeah.
It was confirmed his, and he was talking about how he had to play a pedophile in a movie, and he was like,
Excuse me.
"Yeah,
When did this happen? What movie was this?
might have. I don't know if it was a movie, something that might not have ended up happening. I don't know."
Shang, child molester.
But yeah, apparently he had to play a pedophile. It's like, yes, playing this role really like opened my eyes to like the plight of these people. Like I
Oh, of
really
course.
see like they're not. I forget how he phrases it. I was like, it's the same as just being gay. It's something you're born with, and blah blah blah. And I was like, oh no. I was like, let's not do that, Simu Liu.
Okay,
like-
but is that it? Is that all he said?
He didn't want to get into. He wasn't famous, so he didn't get into a whole thing. He made like one comment on it. If you want to look up exactly what he said, you know what? I might as well. Do. This is when having a
Yeah, could
producer
you
help.
please look that up? Because like my first like reaction when I read what he said was like, again, he's not wrong that pedophilia is a sexuality. It's just that it's not a valid one. The same way again that like having anxiety or having ADHD, like yeah, they're mental illness, and we accept them and we adopt them in society and try to like obviously like what do you call it help people with it, but being like a serial killer is also a mental illness, and that doesn't mean that again the classification of mental illness is the same, but we don't accept that in society because it's a type of mental illness that affects other people the same way that pedophilia is a sexuality that it involves fucking kids.
Yeah.
So it's like, listen, you can be gay, you can be trans, you can be Chinese, but we can't allow you to bang these kids.
Yes. You are 100% correct. Now, let's not let people bang kids, and I'm gonna. Okay.
Well, he chose the right industry, but go ahead. Did you find the thing?
Okay. I don't care about this. I want to read his damn pedophile comments.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Apparently, there's a lot of it.
This, there. Did you see though what like there was a fuck? I forget who it was.
Okay. Let me just comment on the stupidity.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to find about him like defending pedophiles, and this whole article is trying to like cancel him for everything. It's like, oh, look what he said. Simu Liu, I am all about gender equality. However, girls are just not as good at boys at sports. Whenever I play volleyball with a girl on the team, I always get frustrated. Sometimes I say things.
Hold up. Let's
Okay.
give that up. 100% right.
That's I think that's not on the same level as him trying to bang kids. Why don't we just get him for?
That's just.
Oh,
the
here it
fact,
is.
though.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, I'm a Canadian actor, and I thought I'd chime in. I recently did a show in which I played a pedophile and did a significant amount of research, clinical studies, mind you, not the method stuff, on the
Mhm.
disorder and how it's perceived in the media. In the end, the role completely changed the way I look at pedophilia and has made me much more sympathetic to anyone who is born with those urges. From a biological standpoint, it's no different than being gay. A small mutation in the genome that defines our sexual preferences. Depending on what area of the world you were born and what time, it may have been a perfectly acceptable thing to act on those urges. Now, we all know that taking advantage of a minor is wrong. Disgusting and vile. Okay, maybe it wasn't that bad.
No, of
Either.
course not.
But with the exception of Germany, we are going about it completely the wrong way. It's like we having learned anything by studying homosexuality. We're talking about exploring the same cures to pedophilia as we were about homosexuality 20 years ago, like conversion therapy and whatnot. As a part of my research, I discovered that these people have literally nowhere to turn. Even non-offending pedophiles, they cannot seek treatment in most parts of the world because the therapist or psychiatrist would be legally required to report any individuals they suspected would pose a threat to minors. On message boards and social media, I see the same defense time and time again. What if it was your daughter? Well, I take their point, but I'd like to ask, what if it was your child who came to you and confessed to being a pedophile? The study I read suggested that as many as 1% of the population may have some degree of pedophilic tendencies. If this is true, I certainly hope that the rest of the world follows Germany's lead. And
What is Germany doing though? I don't get it.
sucking pedophiles' dicks, probably, and being like, "Here, take a free kid."
I don't understand what's different. So
I'm assuming they're actually encouraging like psychiatric help for them and not requiring a
Oh, and-
psychiatrist to turn them in.
Oh, in America they just fucking castrate them or something.
Literally everywhere. No, apparently everywhere else in the world, psychiatrists have to report anyone they think might be a danger to people. Like
Yeah.
if someone comes up and is like, go to your psychiatrist, like, I'm gonna shoot up this school tomorrow. The psychiatrist has to call the police. So if someone's like,
Yeah.
I really want to bang my 2-year-old neighbor, the psychiatrist has to call the police. And then I'm not sure what the legal proceedings after that are, but I doubt it involves like, so why do you want to do this?
Yeah, they call Chris Hansen.
Yeah.
He was like, this is even too young even for me. And like, Chris Hansen, you're not the pedophile. Oh, right. Right, it's the guys I catch. Yeah. Do you know who what's that fool's name that's been raped by everybody? Corey
Corey Feldman?
Yeah, did you hear what Corey Feldman said about the Shang-Chi situation?
No.
He said,
Really, nigga?
I hate
that's
you.
what he said.
Bruh.
That's a direct quote from him.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about Corey Feldman's insistence on saying the N-word.
What was I gonna say? No, okay. This is the okay. First, the thing that shocked me as well when I read this thing was that he said he was Canadian. Now I'm gonna read you the fucking tweet that this fucking again just I don't know what to call him again because like I thought he was good in the movie, but
Yeah.
again he's just a fucking bitch. This is what he sent. Hey Marvel, great job with Captain America and Thor.
Oh, yeah.
Now how about an Asian American hero? Then you wouldn't get the role. So he's
yeah.
faking being American as well.
Yeah, you're not
That's-
Asian American, you dumbass.
Yeah, you fucking
You're
idiot.
Asian Canadian.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then
Marvel
he
was like,
found
"Good
his
job."
tweet after he got casted and he put LOL. LOL what? You're still Canadian.
This is the takeaway?
Okay, another thing. Let me Google this real quick, but do you remember this comedy genius named Shane Gillis?
Yes.
Okay. So I was like when this shit came out, I remember I think his name is Bowen Yang. He's the Gaysian on Saturday Night Live.
Did you say Gaysian?
He's gay and Asian, yeah.
All right.
He was, obviously he was saying like Shane Gillis, I don't know, he's a fucking or whatever,
God.
But I was like, let's see if Simu Liu said something about Shane Gillis, because I bet
He did.
I'll bet anything that he did. And then it said like, it seems as even Marvel superheroes are willing to speak out against Shane Gillis and his idea of quote unquote comedy. And I was, let me see if I can find the fucking quote. This is what and it says in the article that Shane Gillis's Twitter account said, "Sorry if racism isn't funny to you, but I'm a comedian." That fool's based.
That's
Okay.
Miguel's new Twitter bio.
Okay.
Instagram bio.
This is what this bitch said. It wasn't funny then, and it sure as hell isn't funny today. This word has been used to dehumanize my people for over 150 years. You don't get to use it in the name of edgy comedy. Like the other members of my community, I am eagerly awaiting NBC CNL's response. And then he posted this like insane caricature of an Asian person, which by the way barely looks human. All right? At least the Jewish ones are
That's
kind of
the
accurate.
point.
Yeah. And here's the thing. What I would love to pile on to this motherfucker. And I wish that we actually had more listeners so he would maybe one day listen to this.
Yeah.
But here's what I'm going to tell you, okay, Shang-Chi?
You're not based. You're cringe.
No,
That's
it's
our
like,
verdict.
I hope you realize now the retardation of your actions and the retardation of this type of behavior, which is that, like, Shane Gillis had a more acceptable context for what he said than this motherfucker had for what he said. You know what I mean? Like, he's not. Shane Gillis was not playing a racist in a movie, and he's like, you know what? I have really begun to sympathize with racists a lot more. You know, I get it. I understand why you would hate the fucking. And it's like, now cancel culture is gonna come after him. It's like, again, leave this guy alone. He said what he said. If you read the whole thing, it makes sense. I don't think the dude's pro pedophile. I don't know if Asians even commit that crime. Also,
really?
they
You're telling me the Japanese Asians, the people that invented hentai, don't like fucking kids.
But he's not Japanese.
No, but you said Asians don't commit that crime.
Okay, well, Chinese people don't. You know, you can make a mistake because from 12 to 40 they look the fucking same. But I don't think it's on purpose.
Intentionally, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's. They're also unintentional swingers all the time.
I would just like you to know that if Simulio ever does hear this, he's not going to listen to your plead and he's just going to cancel you.
Of course, but I listen again. I keep him on the Shang-Chi shit. And this what okay, Simulu, if you listen to this, don't apologize. Just say, I said what I said, motherfucker. Suck my cock and all the 10 rings around them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Fit all of them. And that's, you know what that makes me think of? The only celebrity I know who didn't apologize was Ellen. And this was years ago. Do you remember you remember the Usain Bolt thing?
No, what'd you say?
She literally tweeted a picture of Usain Bolt running with her like hanging on his back, and she was like, "Oh, this is how I'm going to get around from now on." It was like people slammed her on Twitter, calling her racist.
What?
And her response was like, "If you're like her," I don't remember what she said, but her response boiled down to like, "Sorry if you were offended, but like whatever." I was like, "Oh, I respect that."
Was that a thing that I just didn't learn about in school, that slaves used to carry
the white women
elderly
around?
lesbians around?
I don't know. It was so dumb. I don't like looking things up on air too much. I feel like it distracts from what I'm saying, but
Sure.
I'll show it to you after. It was the dumbest thing. Like people were trying to cancel her, and I was like, "Why? Like this is so stupid."
I mean, they care about the dumbest shit always, you know,
Well,
and
they can't care about anything relevant.
yeah.
You know, their brains would explode. Look how they handle like.
Oh, look, I
irrelevant
found fucking Usain Bolt's fucking reply. This is what he said.
Really, nigga?
Miguel getting this soundboard is gonna be the worst thing that ever happened to this podcast. The quality is gonna drop down to 0, and you would think we were already there. You would think we were already at 0.
Yeah.
But you know, I guess not.
Yeah, she said, okay, I'm done. Oh, fuck. Shit, what else happened? I feel like something else that I want to talk to you about. It was a trailer for something.
It was Hawkeye.
No, it wasn't Hawkeye. Oh, The Matrix.
Oh yeah,
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it.
Pretty fucking cool, huh?
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I did you read what it's supposedly about? I read like a little. I don't know if it's a spoiler, but it's a premise of, not even the premise, like what's supposedly happening in the world.
No. I kind of know generally, but
Okay, so what I read is that it's basically gonna be made as fuck, and that he's like playing, Keanu, like he's playing maybe not Keanu Reeves, but like in this world he was put back in the Matrix, and the first Matrix is part of the universe.
yeah, because someone's watching the Matrix movie in
Right.
the background of one of the scenes.
Yeah, and so
And someone has a statue. I don't know if you saw. Someone has a statue of Agent. I forget his name, of Hugo Weaving
Smith?
getting punched. Yeah, punched in the face.
really, I didn't see that.
Not Neil Patrick Harris, but the other guy in the office. If you look, it's really hard to tell. But in the background, you see like a statue of like a head.
Yeah,
But someone like enhanced it, and it's just his like head, just like like mashing in on itself.
yeah. I don't know. It looks made as fuck,
It is meta.
and I'm hopeful that it's not gonna be complete garbage.
I don't. The trailer looks cool, unlike everything the Wachowskis have done ever since Matrix 2. Because Matrix 2 isn't terrible. It's 3 that's terrible.
I like them all. I think,
always say that.
No, but I think it's because I watched them as a kid, and the only one that I rewatched as a teenager was the first one, and the first
Okay.
one is the one
The best one.
that's amazing. And I never rewatched the 2 or 3.
Yeah.
You know, so like I'm just like I just have my memories as like there were good action movies for a kid. You see Neo doing wild shit. He becomes fucking Superman basically in the third one.
Yeah.
And also I guess I remember like my parents enjoying it. So I'm like, it must have been a good movie.
Yeah.
I guess. But yeah, dude, I don't know. I hope it's not. It doesn't look like shit. It looks the like the what do you call it? All the like the visual effects look sick as fuck.
Yeah, it looks good. The cinematography looks cool. Yeah, like the movie itself, like visually, just looks good. And that's surprising because, like, what have they done? Like, what was the one Jupiter Ascending looked terrible from the trailers? Just like the cinematography and everything looked really bad.
Yeah.
And I was like, when they said they're making a new one, I was like, you guys don't have. Well, only one of them's making it too.
Really?
Yeah, it's not the.
I don't even know what their names are.
It's Lily and Lana Wachowski. You sexist,
Like transphobic piece of garbage.
Yeah,
How wild is that? That they
they
like,
went from the Wachowski brothers to Wachowski siblings. To
but
Wachowski
both of them.
siblings.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but one went to one first than the other.
One was gay, right? Or both were gay.
I don't remember the lore. The Wachowski
the
gender
Wachowski
lore.
lore. Yeah, but one of them was gay, or like if I remember, one of them became trans before for sure.
Yeah, before the other one.
Yeah, and then the other one, but they were non-binary for a while, and now they're like trans, but they're also lesbians.
I don't know. I don't know.
All I'm gonna say is, hell yeah, I still get the pussy.
I guess.
Yeah,
I guess so.
And if I made a mistake, then I don't know. I feel like I will never meet them, so this will never be an issue. I don't think so. I don't think we're ever gonna run in the same circles. Actually, maybe, I don't know.
Well, that's assuming you don't get canceled tomorrow because of this.
We're deleting this. We're deleting everything when we make it.
Before, bro.
We're going to like full Patreon. Like if literally any of this makes it. I mean,
Miguel won't have a Twitter when he's famous, but he'll sit around and rant into a microphone for an hour and a half.
I got banned from Twitter, so fuck it. Because at least over here, like I have some context. You hear the tone of my voice. We make it very clear that it's two dudes fucking around. You know. This isn't.
Yeah, everyone's gonna pick up on that in 2 years.
Yeah, I'm not Don Lemon. I don't give a fuck. I defended fucking. I was when. Do you remember? You knew Norm Macdonald, right?
Of course.
Well, that shit hit me, bro. It was
That
pretty
was a
fucking
tough
sad.
one. That was a tough one.
It really made me go,
Good God.
when he died. Dude, but obviously they have a bunch of articles, right? And they start talking about his life and all this shit. And I have forgotten that this idiot got in trouble he's on the Howard Stern show and he was trying not to say retarded. And so he said, you would have to have Down syndrome
Yeah,
to think this. And then I'm like, that's even worse.
Yeah, I know.
And I just remember that he canceled his Jimmy Fallon appearance because apparently some of the writers or like some of the staff at Jimmy Fallon cried knowing that he was coming over because he was so offensive.
Good.
And then Jimmy Fallon, again, because people don't know shit. They're like, I don't know, we're bring out this like sketch where he dressed up as Chris Rock, fucking again, I don't think it should be called blackface if you're doing a specific person.
Yeah.
Blackface is a caricature of just any random black person and its most racist fucking stereotypes you can think of.
Yeah.
And not the good ones either. There's nobody doing blackface with a fucking 2-foot dick. It's the bad shit.
Yeah.
And I just started remembering that and I was like, dude, I can't believe like that this fool had cancer. Because, he's had cancer for 10 years and he had cancer and he had to deal with these fucking retards trying to cancel him for the most innocuous fucking thing. Because, like, I consider retard to be on the lowest level. You got retard, then you got then you got and then you got That's why I beeped them. Right? They go up and it just gets worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
Maybe you can get away with saying but I wouldn't recommend it.
All right.
Right? I don't know, dude. That just pissed me off. I'm like, this motherfucker had fucking cancer. And he had to fucking deal with this little pussy Jimmy Fallon fucking and his little pussy staff.
I want to beat up Jimmy Fallon sometimes.
I used to like him a lot.
When he was on Saturday Night Live?
Yeah, because he did Fever Pitch, and I really like Fever Pitch. And I think he's very talented. He never struck me as somebody that wanted to do anything with depth.
Edge or depth,
Exactly.
yeah.
Anything like that. It seemed that
he wanted to be part of the Adam Sandler crew.
yeah, he always seemed that he was somebody that was content to go with the flow
Yeah,
of like,
but you know, what I mean, he would have fit in with David Spade and Adam Sandler, just doing like Kevin J. Like, he belongs in Grown Ups 4.
yeah, because they don't
cast him in those.
Yeah, because even then they do, I guess, like whatever is acceptable within edgy comedy. They don't do anything that crazy. I mean, the edgiest shit that Adam Sandler has done is say I want to come and say I'm gonna come in fucking
Holy
Uncut
shit,
Gems.
I'm gonna come.
Yeah, holy shit,
Yeah,
I'm gonna come. That's actually I should get that as a soundboard. I'm gonna write that down right now. Actually,
All right, very important notes.
holy shit, I'ma come.
Adam Sandler, Uncut Gems.
Adam Sandler. I know where it's from. That's also what he calls his penis.
Uncut Gem.
Yeah.
I love
Actually,
that.
no, he would be cut. Never mind.
Yeah.
He's a.
Remember that?
He's a.
That one picture of him with the dude who plays his uncle, like the selfie. It's like magnificent cock. Truly an uncut gem.
I know. I remember that. That is a great meme. But yeah, dude, fucking Norm is dead. I feel like, fuck, what else happened?
Did you watch his Netflix show?
Yeah, I mean, I watched the people that I wanted to see. Like, I watched Letterman. I watched Judge Judy. I was like, this is gonna be a good one. There's no fucking way that Judge Judy gives a fuck about anything PC or anything like that, and I was completely right.
I just love how it only got one season on Netflix. That would have done so well as a podcast because
he had a podcast, but he had it like on a podcast network, and I guess that shit fell through or something.
If he was just doing this, it would have been great. Because when I'm watching it, because I watched it after he died. I didn't see all of it. I saw like an episode or whatever. But it's very not. It's not scripted at all. Unlike every other talk show.
No, because
it's literally a podcast. It's literally just him sitting and talking. And like I remember, like one of his co-hosts.
Right.
I was watching the David Spade one, and David Spade tells a story, and then his co-host like he repeats it to his co-host like, "Yeah, I was fucking listening. I was right here." He's like, "Oh," and they like go back at each other like, "This is clearly not scripted. This is just two dudes like being dicks to each other because they're friends."
I met him, dude. I met his co-host.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Adam Egat, because he's the booker for the Comedy Store, and we used to go to the same gym. Yeah, I was like, fuck, I wish I would have met Norm instead. But I think here's the thing though, he was also old. I don't think he kept dealing with like the same old Hollywood structure because he kept getting show after show because he's very talented.
Yeah.
But he kept getting booted because his audience was not the people who watch television. His audience is motherfuckers like me and you who watch him on the internet.
Yeah.
But I think he just got stuck. Like, when he started doing that, he didn't get the traction that he would have gotten later. And then by the time he would have gotten that traction, he was already on fucking Netflix. And he's not going to say no to the money because, you know, he would have definitely made more Netflix than a podcast. Podcast might be more consistent. You might get a Patreon or whatever, but that takes time. Mm-hmm. Netflix is like, you know, we'll give you $5 million right now.
Yeah, he was kind of making a comeback before he died. He was doing some things.
I actually was thinking about how he would do like all these fucking like podcasts and interviews, and he would always like end up talking about death. And I'm like, that's fucked up. This fool's been dying for fucking 10 years. And he talked to Mark Maron, and he's like, yeah, I was thinking about what's gonna be like when I die. And fool just fucking has cancer. What a prank that fool played on the world. Hide that shit.
Good.
Well, you want to look for headlines on Reddit?
No, but I know you do.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry. You know,
you Redditor.
I got banned. Well, what do you go on? Fucking Instagram, you fucking pussy. Which I got banned.
I don't like touching kids, unlike you. That's why you belong on Reddit with Simu Leo.
It's Reddit, not 4chan.
Sorry, where did Simu Leo defend pedophiles at again?
Yeah, I hope they don't find my account. Some dude was telling me, like, I like my Reddit account because it's like a log of who I am. And I'm like, I hope nobody ever finds mine. Because mine is a fucking disgrace.
Yeah, I can only imagine what cursed things.
Let's see, there's nothing fucking cool here.
No.
Some old bitch died.
Was it the Queen of England? Was it the Queen of England?
No, it's just...
That's the only old person death I'll be hyped at.
Let's see. Oh my god. Of course, the top post on Reddit is one about, like, Betty White. Which is like, get over her, you fucking creeps. Fucking trying to fuck this old lady the whole time. Like, Oh, R. Kelly was found guilty on all 6
how are
of...
we not talking?
Yeah, I forgot it.
And he ain't even done. He's got a whole other state to go to.
Hell yeah. Well,
Maybe they'll get him the death penalty there.
the first thing I'm going to say to the jury is...
Bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
He's innocent.
He's not innocent at all.
He didn't do it.
He did do it.
Nah, he did.
Yes, he did.
And R. Kelly looked at the judge like...
Really, nigga?
I'm fighting for my life. Oh my! I love that interview.
It's crazy, dude, that he got a...
It's crazy that he's been doing... Because I was talking to someone at work about this. If
He had a prison of bitches.
he has been known to be this since I was a kid.
Yeah, well, when
Since-
we were kids, he was married to Aaliyah.
Yeah.
Aaliyah?
When I
Aaliyah?
was a kid, people knew he was a pet. Like, this is barely happening.
Well, again, but people won't admit that there are things that used to be, socially acceptable. I mean, I don't know about
Like
15.
Pissing on 15-year-olds is acceptable in what, 2002?
Well, he married her, and he had to get her parents gave him permission to marry her. That's how acceptable this was at the time, or at least, where he's from or whatever. I assume some fucking
Southern state.
yeah, some southern fucking state. Yeah, exactly. And the parents
Why
were
should
like,
be
hell
California?
yeah. The parents actually, when R. Kelly said that he wanted to marry her daughter, they said,
Shit, Negro. That's all you had to say.
Oh my! This soundboard is me the death of the podcast.
I don't think so. I think it's pretty cool, honestly. I think I got the right mix.
It all involves the N word. Have you noticed that?
No, I got one that doesn't.
Which one?
Actually, I got this one.
Oh, that's a lot better.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Well, it's not me saying it. No, you know what a soundboard is?
yeah, I know what a soundboard is.
No. I'm saying, like, in the context of a podcast, a soundboard is the same thing as a meme,
That is true.
which is you're sharing this idea that if you were to just say it, it would not be.
Yeah, I've always
Funny.
wondered, am I allowed to share memes that have the N word in them? Because, like, I've had memes I want to share, and, like,
Sure.
this says the N word in it. Someone might, someone I know might, like,
I
look
always
at
do
me
it because I'm like,
differently when
I
I see
wouldn't
them.
want a black person to be thinking about sharing a meme, and there's like this meme has the word "spick" in it.
well, yeah, but
Should
not
I
everyone's
share
as
it?
generous as you. And,
Right. That's why I'm trying to be the change I want to see in the world,
well, Miguel, no one's looking to you as an example.
and no one should. But that I keep on with mind struggle.
You want to know something?
Miguel Kampf.
Something I was thinking about now that I said that about people looking at me different. I didn't know. One of my former coworkers thinks I'm a giant misogynist.
Why? Just because you look the part?
Yeah, I guess so. Because here's the thing. I would always mess around with her, but every time I made a joke, I would always be like, I'm only saying this just to get on your nerves. I'm like, I don't actually think this. And I would make it very clear. But it turns out
These fucking idiots that need disclaimers. for
someone
humor.
told
Yeah.
me that they were talking with her. They're like, yeah, he's a giant sexist and blah, blah. I'm like, I would literally say dumb things when I was done. I'd be like, I'm only saying this to get on your nerves. I don't actually think this. So this is what I'm talking about. This is what happens. This is why I don't put these memes on my story. This is why I don't say things. Because people just don't even with me telling them, this is a joke. I don't actually think this. I'm just saying it to so you'll think I'm stupid. Which is why I say a lot of things.
I put everything up because I'm like, who's the pretense for exactly? You know what I mean? Like, who am I trying to impress? Am I trying to win
Bro,
the
it's
fucking
literally just
ACLU award or
People
something?
that I work with. Because
But they know you and they still don't get it. That's what drives me crazy.
Yeah,
I'm
it
like,
does because it bugs me because at my job, my whole thing is
Yeah.
I clock in, and I walk past everybody, and I do something to it that I know annoys them. The manager at the Starbucks, she's always in a bad mood, and I'm
You rape
super
her?
loud. I'm so every,
She hates this.
every time I see her, I'm
Yeah.
super loud and energetic. Like, hi, well, because I know it bugs her. I do one thing to bug everybody when I pass by them, and with her, I just say something stupid. Where I'm like, oh, how's your day going? Blah blah blah. This manager did this. I'm like, yeah, that's why women can't be managers. They can't handle the pressure. I go, haha.
Jesus Christ. All right.
And
Okay, I kind of get it now.
I'll say, but then I'll be like, and then I'm walking away. I'm like, that was a joke. I don't actually think that. I'm saying it to bug you. And then I walk away, and then whatever. And I always get along with this person I was working there.
What do you say to the men?
something stupid like Raphael picking on him for cheating on his wife so much.
Damn.
Yeah, because man, I have a bunch of fun stories about that, but because oh man, did I say his name? Oops, sorry. Well, he'll be dead by the time this podcast comes out because he's old.
It's fine. I don't think this will ever.
Yeah, but he always likes. So he's just a cashier at my job, but he always likes to tell me what to do. And his wife calls the store to make sure he's there. Like she'll call like, "Is my husband
What?
there?" Because she doesn't want him going out having an affair.
That's fucking wild.
So I'm waiting. I'm saving for the day he gets on my nerves and tells me to do something. I'm like, listen, shut up, Raphael. Next time your wife calls to the store, I'm going to say you're not here. I've been saving that one up just to see how he reacts.
That's fucking crazy, bro. How old is this man?
Like 60. This dude has like old school Latin lover blood. He hits on any fucking woman that...
He's a Rafael.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Like any woman that enters the store, he's like immediately like trying to hit on them. I'm like, bro...
Hello, mamacita.
He's like, man, there's nothing wrong with fishing. I go, yeah, but the issue isn't the fish, it's the bait, bro.
How can I help you, miss? Would you like to come here and then check out my chorizos?
And he's just, from an older time. He's from the 70s back when, that was acceptable.
Yeah, he was probably just fucking, he like, what's up? And fucking knock her out. He was like, that's a yes.
It's not a no.
Yeah, if you can't say no, that's a yes. The motherfucker was famous. He would have been Me Too to death.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, especially cheating.
Oh, yeah.
It's over.
I remember when he told me, when I found out my wife was looking through my phone, I broke it over my knee. I was like, you did the Pineapple Express.
Damn. All right, this guy. Cool dude.
He is a cool dude. He just likes
dude.
going out fishing and cheating on his wife.
Is he an immigrant? Or is he from
I don't know.
No.
I haven't asked.
Does he have an accent?
A little.
A little?
Not a lot. It
I see.
it kind of comes across like I just spoke Spanish accent.
I see.
I crossed the border when I was 30.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, so I'll ask him next time I see him.
mamacitas.
Because I'm cool with him. I'm like, hey, Raphael, you from here or should I call you an office?
Please, Evander. Of course I'm not from here. I have the Spanish burn in me.
Dude, you just reminded me of when I asked you about when you said that he had no accent, dude. So before I came here, I was at a cafe, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just fucking trying to write, just like burning time. And these two dudes walk in, and they're just loud as hell, and they think they're like very like charismatic or whatever. And they're just like, I forget like one dude said, but he was like, "Hey, this is good hard-earned money," and he's just trying to make like the girl at the counter laugh. Then they kept asking for change, and he's like, I'm feeling lucky because there was a, what do they call that thing with the fucking claw? What's that game called?
The claw machine?
Yeah. So there was a claw machine in the thing, and he kept losing, but he kept asking for change, and he's like, and then he would look at the chick at the counter. She was like, and he would be like, oh, I'm a gambler, so I just can't get out of here without winning. And he had like a very slight accent. I'm like, where's this foreign son of a bitch from? And I forget what he said later. Oh, when he was getting his drink, he said, he's like, sorry, I'm very indecisive. That's just how all Armenians are like. And I just went from like thinking like, fuck these fools, to then my head went to like, fuck the Armenian genocide for not finishing the job. Because
that's gonna get you in trouble.
That these motherfuckers wouldn't be here.
I am in Glendale. Miguel cannot come back to my house ever again. Oh God.
Well, you had an expression of like, I know what you're talking about.
I did not have that. I
Yeah,
had an
you
expression
totally
of,
did.
oh no.
No, I muted you, but you said these fucking I should, and they're all a bunch of fucking.
God.
That's what you said. I didn't even know there was a slur for Armenians, but you just kept going like, fuck these fucking. I wish they would fucking.
Oh. I wish they would fucking what? What needed to be blurred?
I don't know.
That's what I thought.
I just like pressing the button.
I know you do.
I wish I get fucked in the ass by a.
That one was me. I didn't say anything. I just
It's
pushed
pretty
the button.
cool. Huh?
It is fun.
But yeah, dude, it's just those guys are fucking annoying. And like you do to your.
Got him. That was a perfectly
Yeah,
timed
you got me
bleep.
good. Yeah, that's good. Like you do to your coworkers. Disclaimer: no, of course I don't wish the Armenian genocide happened. In fact, if there's a way to trade them too for the rest of the Armenians to come back to life, I'd take that trade. You don't need these. You don't need these two. Dude, one of them was also like fucking like 32 years old, hanging out with some 21-year-old. And I'm like, you're trying to hit on the fucking chick of the cashier, who could not be older than like 18. I'm like, why are you trying to like tag team this bitch, impressing her by spending your money at the claw machine? Because he was trying to impress her with how much money he had. He's like, I already spent $20 and I can't win. Like,
Bro.
gee, you're so fucking rich. Why don't you go home in your fucking BMW?
Oh no, he's getting the real stereotypes now. You know, it's an Armenian stereotype that they all drive BMW.
Of course I do, because I was there when they had the fucking protest in Hollywood, and every single car was in a BMW or a Mercedes. Literally every single fucking car.
Speaking of spending too much money at those
Claw machine.
machines, remember when we went to see Green Knight and we did that stacking the dots game at the movie theater and you lost and I immediately won, but it was a stupid.
No, you did it immediately.
Yeah, I lost the first one, then I won the second
worse than
one.
me, bitch.
I won. It was that stupid spinny metal thing.
Dude, you got the worst fucking.
Okay,
How is that even a price? It's like a
I
torture
went
device.
back there, and you remember the prize behind that one was?
No.
It was the Nick Fury Funko Pop from Captain Marvel.
Oh shit!
I
you get
went
it?
back there,
Mhm.
and I think I broke the machine because it gave me 100 tries. Like I put like $20 in, but me and my friends were sitting there, and it just
Right.
kept letting me. It kept letting me go to the point where I just thought, like, did I break this by accident? Like, is there
But how many tries would you get with 20? Just 20, right?
something like that?
No, you
Dude,
probably
no.
get more, bro. Because isn't
no-
it like $5
Dude,
for 7
I swear
tries?
I'm not even exaggerating. I did over 100 goes at it. I think what happened was if you put in $5, you get like 7 tries. It said. I think it accumulated that from a bunch of people. So because I realized when I looked down, it's like
Yeah.
there's a huge number here. Like I've been going for forever, and there was like 30 tries left. I noticed. I'm like, oh, there's a counter here. I think it accumulated everybody. I think a lot of people didn't notice, and it just accumulated their extra tries.
So you're telling me that even with all these extra tries, you didn't win the
Dude.
fucking Funko Pop?
I didn't. And I had my friends here, and I was like, and after that, I was like, there's no point in ever doing this again because that just clearly means that, like, when
It's
you get to
rigged.
the good prize, it's rigged.
Yeah, it's rigged.
Because they saw me. I always made it to the last one, and it would skip over the thing. It was insane.
It's a matter of chance.
I think it's just rigged to, like, crappy toy. Once the one crappy toy is gone, like, it just won't let you win
That
till
shit
they
is
put
straight
more.
up garbage. There's not even anything you can use. I would much rather get like a packet of stickers or something. Like, I don't even know what it is. It's just a fucking like,
It was literally just a wound metal string. It was like a slinky, but, like...
but useless.
Yeah,
It's
if,
not
if
cool.
the slinky like wound in completely on itself in the middle, there was no not slinky space. I
Yeah.
immediately threw it in the trash.
Yeah, I remember that.
I wanted it. I was like trash. But yeah, that was my story of me spending like 20 something bucks at the dot game.
Dude,
It was bad.
What's I gonna tell you? Oh yeah. I went out with this girl and she had me.
Lies. That was a guy. It was me.
I wouldn't lie. Fucking dude, we'd be way more famous if one of us was gay. But-
Dang, too bad both of us are gay.
it's too gay.
Yeah.
If only one of us, and then it would be cool because you're like, wow, this straight guy has a gay friend, and they don't even say.
Oh.
No, but I went out with this girl and we had been talking on my old Instagram, the one I got banned.
Miguel.
Yeah, and she I was like, fuck, like I was like, I can't talk to this girl anymore. And then I remembered that I had matched with her on Bumble, but I had deleted Bumble. So I downloaded it again. I was like, yeah, she's still there. So I hit her up. I was like, hey, you want to go out or something? And she was like, oh, you're a stranger, whatever. And I was like, you want to talk on the phone, like before we go out? And we go on the phone and she's like, I'm gonna ask you some questions. I'm like, all right. She's like asking me, she asked me if I was like, she asked me if I've ever been to jail. And I'm like, this tells me a lot about you.
Yeah.
This
for real.
tells me way more about you than you're trying to get
then
out of
you're
me.
Stupid because I could just lie.
No, but it's just like
Yeah,
how
no.
many motherfuckers you been to? They're criminals.
Yeah.
And one of the questions she asked me, because she said like, oh, you have some wild ass posts on Instagram. I'm like, yeah. She's like, no wonder you got banned. I'm too cool or whatever. And then she asked me, "Is like, do you say the N-word?" And I'm like, "When I'm singing, I guess." And she was like, "Okay." She was black. But I was like, again, it just reminded me of what you said. I'm like, is this the impression that I give to people?
Yes, Miguel, this is the impression we give to people. It's not good.
That I'm going around in real life just be like, hey, you fuck, what's up? I don't do that.
I don't know if you understand that like 80% of the population doesn't like us.
No, it's honestly most people like us.
You think so?
You know,
Based on our posts.
listen to me. Again, this is a black woman. We still went out and we still had a good time.
Really
Who
not that last
doesn't
part.
who doesn't like us?
White women.
Exactly. That's
Hey,
who
it
doesn't
is a
like us.
white woman that said I was a misogynist.
Yeah, and
She
they
says she's Colombian, but she's whiter than me, so
and they
and
are
blonde.
they are a big population. I'm not gonna deny that they take a big chunk of the population. But again, if they're the people that we're pissing off, we're probably doing something right.
That is true.
Because they're on the devil's shoulder all the time. That's what they do. Whoever comes out on top of whatever, like, of having like social power or whatever, they're always right there sucking their dicks.
That is true.
That's what they do. That's what that bitch did with Barracuda and Punisher Max. What did she do?
Suck this dick.
She blew Barracuda,
That
and
is
then
true.
the villain came in. He's like, "You sucked this dick," and she's like, "You took too long to rescue me." I was like, "What the?" I was like,
Wait,
"Who?"
which was this in? Because
It's Punisher
actually
Max.
I'm currently reading the second Punisher Barracuda arc in Punisher. Because the last I saw of him,
You didn't read the whole Max one?
no, I'm in the middle. I got sidetracked, but I read his first appearance when it looks like he dies as Punisher throws him to the sharks.
Oh, right.
And
No, I think he comes back.
He does, because I got the volume I got. He comes back. It opens with him back, and then I don't know if you know, he also got his own like 6-issue comic.
Yeah,
So
dude, he's
what's
sick
it
as
from?
fuck in this comic. Like, he's
Was
such
it
a
from
good
his
villain.
own comic, or is it from?
No, it's from when he's taking out the rich people. When he's taking out the Wall Street bankers and shit.
that's. Oh, maybe I just forgot that. Oh yeah, no, it is. I remember.
Yeah,
I
and
remember.
that dude escapes with like some other dude's trophy wife.
Yes, I remember now. I do remember that.
And Barracuda, like, because they hired Barracuda, but now Barracuda wants to keep the money.
Yeah.
And so this fool's like, hold up, like, I'm gonna get a gun or something. I don't know. I forget. Like, he has to do something. He's like, distract him. And then when he
she
comes,
sucks his
yeah,
dick.
when he comes back to like
She's
get her,
blowing
she's
you.
blowing him. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like, you have to suck his dick. You took too long to pick me up.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
That ending kind of confused me, because Punisher like killed all those Wall Street people, but in the story there was like normal Wall Street. Like, they didn't know about the illegal stuff. It was
No,
just
they did. All of them
No,
did.
it was just the main guy at the top. They didn't know.
No, they were all in it.
I remember reading the story, and when I was reading, I was like, I don't think these people knew what was going on.
No.
Because just the main guy was planning it, and they hadn't even done it yet.
No, but that was like that was like another scheme that they were planning. They had done shit before. He'd been tracking them for a while. Yeah, the Punisher. He don't kill innocent people.
That's
He
what
kill-
confused me.
He kills barely guilty people, but he don't kill innocent people.
The best story, I don't know if we talked about this on the podcast, and that is when that guy digs up his family's body,
Yeah,
and pisses on
the
it,
bones.
and
Yeah.
Punisher just goes on a rampage where he kills like 400 people a night for like 3 months. It's like, he literally just goes to nightclubs where a bunch of criminals are, just like separates
We're about
the
to
good people,
have a
and then
gabagool
just
over here. Just fucking
dual wields M60 machine guns and kills all of them, and then leaves, and the police show up and just like a pile of corpses. It's the best story. He just kills an insane amount of people.
Dude, you know what I've been reading? It's actually been pretty good. I think I told you about it. That there's a Spider-Man comic called A Life Story.
Life Story, yeah, it's the one that I haven't read it, but it's the one that takes place in real time, like from the 60s, where he actually ages, right?
Yeah. So,
I don't know if they're doing Fantastic Four right now.
I don't, it's structured kind of weird, but they were the compilation was coming out like in November or something. I'm like, I don't want to fucking wait, and I was like, actually, it'd be cool to have some like sort of collection. So I bought all the issues.
Oh, the individual ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were kind of fucking. I mean, they ranged from like $5 to like $12.
Yeah.
But anyways, I got them all because I was like, fuck it, I haven't bought a comic in forever, and Spider-Man's the best.
Yeah.
And I think I'm on the third one because I'm just taking my time. I don't want to finish it all in one night.
You haven't gotten to the Civil War story yet?
No, I'm in the 80s one. I'm in the one that's about the symbiote.
Okay.
But I think they have him be born in like the fucking like 40s or something.
Yeah,
he's like already like in his he's 30 in like 1976 or something like that.
Yeah.
So it reminded me of Punisher because I'm like he's like basically the same age.
Yeah, he in Max he ages.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's pretty fucking good, dude. Like I don't want to spoil it, but like it has like pretty good twists where like that you don't really like that you don't see coming. Like it's not like it doesn't follow the canon.
Yeah.
You know, of like shit, but like because it basically says like because in the original comic, like all these characters they survive so much shit.
Yeah.
But in this one it's like no, this one didn't actually survive this and this one didn't actually survive that.
Yeah.
And it's pretty fucking good, dude.
I like that they're expanding on it because, like I said, they're doing Fantastic Four next.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, like, if they'll do Iron Man because I know Iron Man and Captain America pop up in the Civil War story when they cover it,
I'm
and
down.
they're both old.
Captain America? I thought he doesn't age.
No, he does age. He gets unfrozen back in the 70s or whatever, like he did in the old comics.
No, but he would still age slower, wouldn't he?
No, that's Black Widow that has the
Oh.
Infinity Serum. He still ages.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, Black
And
Widow
Nick Fury,
and Nick Fury
right?
don't
Nick Fury
age
does-
yet.
yeah,
They
Nick
both have
Fury.
the Infinity because they have the Russian knockoff version of it.
Yeah. The
So, yeah.
the based one.
Yeah, so they age. I actually got into buying comics because Fabio moved here from Texas and he loves comics, so I've been buying comics again. It's such an expensive hobby.
Yeah, I remember now why.
You stopped?
Yeah,
I'm
why I did
literally-
this when I lived with my parents because I
I'm
was
for
like, I
real
asked them
dropping
to
like
buy
$50 a week now. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm like, I can't afford this.
No, because me renting a movie on Amazon Prime is like $4.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm just getting into too many things because like, and then I see the variant covers because Marvel just started an Alien comic,
Oh,
and they're
are they bringing the alien in universe?
No,
Oh, okay.
I think they're gonna do some crossover stories. I think, but right
There's a
now,
crossover with the Justice League.
well, I know they're doing Guardians of the Galaxy. I think, and like
Nice. That's a
Some-
good fit.
they're doing some other ones, but I'm with the Alien one. I'm obsessed with because the variant covers are so cool, and I'm just like going into the store and I keep buying them. And I'm like, I
Fucking
need to
idiot.
stop. I'm getting that. I'm getting the Harley Quinn series. I don't know if you've heard they're doing a book called so you know DC shut down Vertigo
Yeah.
and they started DC Black Label. They're doing a series right now called Suicide Squad Kill the Joker or Get
Shit.
Joker. It's dude. The concept is, they're dropped instead of like on some. It's still a Black Ops mission, but they're dropped in the middle of Gotham, and Waller's like, hey. The Russian government is funding Joker. They're giving him money because they're like, this guy's just blowing up cities in America. They're like,
Yeah.
take $1 billion.
So he's like Trump,
so
just
they're-
as bad.
So they're giving him this money, and Waller's like, all right, here's the team. It's Red Hood's the team leader.
Oh shit, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
It's Red Hood, Plastique, the Flash villain, Silver Banshee, a new character named Meow, who I like a lot, Firefly, and then a couple other smaller characters, and Wild Dog and Harley Quinn. A couple of them. So issue 2 is out.
Damn, they're sending out Harley Quinn to kill the Joker.
Yeah, with Red Hood, 2 people who have like beef with him.
Nice.
So a couple of them died off, and they get ambushed. This book has such great twists. I don't know if you
It's
want me
not
to tell
done
it.
yet. No, don't tell
No,
me.
okay.
I'm
'Cause
down to read it. It's
they
not done
get-
yet.
No, 2
Okay.
issues out. I'll show you the ones I have over there. But
Show.
they get ambushed at the end of issue 2, and just literal like hail of gunfire just kills all these criminals. And the last shot is Team 2 of the Suicide Squad. My soul left my body. I was like, this is the greatest team I've ever seen in a comic book ever. I don't know if I don't know.
No,
I
don't tell me,
I
you
won't
son
tell
of a
you.
bitch.
I won't tell you because I saw that and I was like, this is amazing.
I'm down to read it. I'm down to read it once it's complete, or when buy all the issues.
I don't know. Yeah, I think it's a limited series too. The only
should
thing is
be.
DC Black Labels. They're like big like magazines, so they're like $7 an issue.
That's fine. Again, I know
Yeah.
it's an expensive hobby. I don't have any.
Yeah, and I'm missing, dude. I missed this arc because I don't know if you know. Like my favorite DC characters is the Question, Vic Sage.
Oh, you're such a fucking hipster.
Bro, he's so
It's the
cool.
question.
He's so cool. Bro.
Yeah, because you question your sexuality. It
He
reminds
makes
you
me
of that.
question.
Yeah.
But he's such a good character. But DC did a Black Label book called The Many Deaths of Vic Sage, and
The
I
question: Am I gay?
I found issue like 2 and 4, and now I need to find the rest of them because I was like, I found it, and I got to the guy at the front. I was like, please tell me you have other ones of these. So this is just 2 and 4, and I don't know what else is going on. He's like, no. He goes, I'm surprised we even have those because that book sold out
He's like, hey, you're that gay guy that loves buying comic books.
for real.
He's I'm questioning, sir.
Questioning. Yeah, I'm picking up a bunch of other series too, but you know what? It's too much. I go up to the front to pay, and I'm like, $50.
I just order shit through Amazon. I honestly, I fucking hate comic book stores.
Why?
Because they're filled with the worst type of nerd. They always have like this nerd that is as arrogant as like Brad Pitt, but he has a fucking sit infested face. You know what I mean?
What?
Just
Completely
completely balding, but has like a long ass ponytail.
I've never had
Fucking
an experience like this. What
just
comic book store do you
Super
go to?
pale, like the comic book guy. Like they all look disgusting, but they have the arrogance of a fucking genius because they know, you know,
Okay, let's
that
take
there's
you to
4 green arrows or whatever.
let's take you to a better comic book store, Miguel. Because I don't know, they might have just not liked you because you're Mexican.
No, it's just okay. They're like, look at this fucking. Get the fuck out of here. Go back to your country, you fucking.
Because yeah, just go with us to Legacy. You know, there's never any issues there.
Yeah, Mike, because I really, like, I just remember, like, walking and, like, asking people questions when I was a kid, and they looked at me like, you fucking little retard, you don't know what the fucking this shit is, huh? You
'Cause-
fucking little.
Every time I go to a comic book store, it's real cool. I say, you know, you get a comic book. The guy's like, "Oh, this is cool." You got blah 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 blah, and then I'll talk to him for a second, and I'm like, "Cool, someone else who appreciates comic books, not just the movies." And then I'll walk out. And that's it.
So you both just fucking.
Suck each other's dicks.
Yeah, exactly. You
Yes,
both,
is that not what you want?
So you guys just look at each other in the eyes. Are like, we're the same type of gay. Wow. Mwah.
Miguel talking about gay. I don't know. You're
What?
Miguel's the gayest not gay person I know.
Well, I just got love for you, bro. There's nothing to do with being gay. If
I
wanna
honestly
suck your
think it's
dick.
just hate that's evolved.
Yeah, that's turned into gayness.
Yeah, it's you want to hate fuck me.
All right, this is the last thing I want to talk to you about. Did you watch the PlayStation
Wait,
showcase?
I was texting. I saw. It
Oh, right,
before
we
you.
were-
I was texting. I was like, "Yo, they announced the Wolverine game." You're like, "What?"
Dude,
Yeah.
fucking lit. It's like because they saved up basically like a whole year, I guess, like of announcements.
Yeah, my only frustration is that these titles are like Spider-Man's 2 years away. Wolverine's like 4 years away. I was like,
No, Wolverine's the one coming out before. Actually,
no, it's not. It comes out after.
Shut the. No, listen to me, you son of a bitch. Wolverine's coming out before. It is.
If it comes out before, I will give you a kiss on it.
No, seriously, look.
Just kidding. Across my fingers.
Wolverine. Yeah, because that's the thing that tripped me out. Yeah, okay, release date, god damn it. Yeah, it says 2021.
That can't be true. There's no way.
I think that's what they said.
Are you actually reading this, or are you just making it up because you want to be right?
I'm trying to find it.
Yep. I don't think they announced a release date. I think they just said it
Oh
was
no,
coming
they
out
did
after.
say 2024. Jesus Christ!
What did I tell you?
I'll be fucking 30 by then.
Well,
Still
I
be
won't
playing video games like a bitch
Yeah.
with no family.
Stop. You're making me sad.
I don't know. I guess. I mean, I don't really care.
That's a long ways away, bro.
That's too long, though.
That's what I'm saying. Okay.
I'm never gonna stop, but I am worried that fucking having kids is gonna bite into my me time. I really am. I'm
Just
already
let
not
your-
playing as many video games
Just
as
let
much.
your kids play whatever video games you play.
I need to find a retarded wife that will just fucking take care of them, and I just give her money to shop.
It sounds like a nurse or
No, sounds like
It's
a
a
good
nanny.
wife. Sounds like traditional gender roles.
well, now Miguel's getting mega canceled.
No, but I don't give a shit. Of course I'm gonna raise my kids. All right, I'm just saying that Wolverine's coming out.
You're taking a back seat, Miguel Jr.
I am gonna tell my wife, like, listen,
Listen, little
You wanna-
Evander, you can't.
you want to go to Europe, bitch? Take care of the kid for the next week, cause I'm playing fucking Wolverine. Be like, oh, claro que sí. She's gonna be a Spaniard.
It's Sofia Vergara.
Yeah, Sofia Vergara. I'm gonna marry Sofia Vergara.
In character from Modern Family.
Yeah. Just have fucking try to like. I'd have to fuck her with 2 dicks to fit in the hole of Deathstroke.
Oh, yeah. I forgot she's married to Deathstroke. Yeah,
Yeah,
never
dude.
mind. That's never happening.
It's fine. I'll get her pussy shutting surgery.
No,
Whatever it's
she's
called.
just not leaving Joe Manganiello for
Not.
Miguel.
What if I kill him? Oops. You know what I was telling somebody?
You think you could kill Joe Manganiello?
I have a gun.
I think he has a gun.
He might have a gun actually. He might actually have.
Deathstroke.
He might actually have weapons training as well.
I was gonna say he
Yeah.
probably has weapons training. That guy would kill you easily.
Dude, okay, but God of War looks sick.
Yes.
Even that game with the fucking kids looked pretty cool.
Yeah, everything looked cool. It was a bunch of great announcements, and it made up for the fact that every game award and every press video game event has been garbage for the past 2 years.
I mean, they've always been garbage because
no, there were no good announcements in the past 2 years.
Oh
It's
yeah,
been
no,
insane.
but that was the only thing that was good about those
Yeah,
shows
that's
is
what I'm
that
saying.
they would.
We
Yeah.
haven't. Me and my friends have watched the past 2 Game Awards and every other major whatever, and there are never any good announcements. It's always
What
just a
is-
complete letdown.
What was I thinking about? There's another really good game that got announced. It's Spider-Man 2. It was Wolverine. It was God of War 2. There was more, bro. There was like one more that was. The one with the magic chick. That shit looks sick as fuck.
There were a bunch of games that looked
The one
dope.
that's like open world. And
Yeah.
also the one with the monkey looks really cool. The
I
one
thought
with the
that
Chinese
vampire
monkey.
one looked cool.
What was the vampire one?
Think about it.
Oh, is it the Masquerade?
No, it was like the multiplayer like shooter with like vampire powers. It looks kind of cool.
Oh, yeah, I remember that
And
one.
that was also the first time I heard of Deathloop, and I thought that game looked sick. And everyone's like, "This is the
Dude,
greatest
it's coming
game ever
out.
made."
Yeah, it's coming out.
It's out. It's out.
Well, it is out. Yeah, that's why I was trying to get a PS5, but that it's easier to get
impossible.
the fucking vaccine.
Oh yeah, I got paid to take the.
Oh,
vaccine.
dude, Knights of the Old Republic remake. Thank
Oh,
God,
that's gonna be awesome.
because I'm down as fuck for the Star Wars RPG. But also, I try to play those ones. I try to play
They're
those
too
ones.
old. They're too
Yeah,
old.
they're too old, and also I hate that type of gameplay. That
Yeah.
fucking like I don't
Lock
know.
on, don't do anything, and the combat does itself.
Yeah, exactly. I hate that shit. Let's see what else. Tachia, I think, is the one that I was talking about with the kids.
Yeah.
The Borderlands one looks kind of cool too. Borderlands with magic and shit.
Yeah.
Tiny Tina's Wonderland. I think this one
A
looks
lot of great announcements, dude. They blew everything out of the water.
Project Eve. I think that one's the one that has like a fucking like a fighting game. That's
Yeah,
like
there's-
Bayonetta. It looks sick.
Bunch of good announcements.
Oh, it is Vampire the Masquerade, the one that I was talking about. It's not the multiplayer one. It's the one that's like an RPG, like Deus Ex.
Yeah.
Let me see if I find the other one.
I think it was literally called Vampire or something.
Oh, dude, this game looked pretty cool. Ghostwire, the one that has like this first person. It's like in Tokyo, and you have to like you
Yeah.
have like powers to take out ghosts and shit.
Yeah.
I think that's Forspoken is the one with the magic chick.
Yep.
It looked pretty cool. I think that's it. Yeah, but it was hella games, dude. It was sick as fuck.
Yeah. It cleared up the drought, and then I realized the big ones I'm looking forward to are gonna come out like long after I'm dead,
Yeah.
meaning after tomorrow.
And yeah, dude. What was I gonna say? Oh, I have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
If we never make it in the business, well, if I don't never make it in the business, I'm gonna kill Jake Paul,
Okay.
and that'll be my claim to fame. That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, they can go to prison and
No, but I'll be famous, and
Yeah.
no sane jury would convict me.
true.
They would be like, "Bro, that's sick as fuck." Hell yeah,
The judge would high five you.
yeah. The Judge Rice scum.
Judge Rice.
Yeah, it'd be like, "That's cool, dog." Hell yeah. And Shang-Chi would be like, "Thanks for not canceling me, dog. That was pretty cool of you. I fucking hate Jake Paul too. Fucking."
Hey, I want to bring something up that made me want to slap you the other day.
What?
Why did you make me think Dune was out?
I read it. I read the Dune.
It's not out. It comes out October 22nd.
I read it somewhere.
Okay, for anyone listening, Isaac
Yeah.
and Ben.
I think Jose literally just pays for the Patreon and doesn't listen to a
I
single
love you,
fucking
Jose.
episode.
High
But I
five.
still love him. Yeah.
Miguel was like, "Bro, we should go watch Dune on Thursday and then do a podcast after." I was like, "Well, blah blah." I went to watch Casino Royale. Everybody,
Yeah.
Casino Royale's dope.
I read some dude saying that he saw it.
Yeah, it's you read someone's early review. They did the early screenings.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
I
got
saw some
excited.
people on social media, but I didn't see enough. Again, I guess you're too active in homo like UFC stuff.
Homo UFC stuff.
I'm active
I
in
am
homo
the homo
movie
I
stuff.
am in the homo UFC
So,
stuff.
because you said your feed is all UFC and MMA.
No, but on Reddit it's like movies and shit.
Okay, well my Instagram is completely movies. So
Yeah.
I thought it was confusing when you said it was out. I was like, damn, no one's talking about this. Every time a big movie comes out, just my whole feed is flooded.
So I'm
with
pretty
it.
sure that I saw some reviews.
Yeah, you saw the early reaction. I saw some of those too. I saw a couple of early reactions. Just like random pages.
I'm not gonna read any of that shit because I'm gonna watch the movie no matter what. I don't give a shit.
I haven't heard any bad reviews, but I've heard things that range from pretty good to like amazing. So I'm curious where I'm gonna.
I'm sure it's gonna be a good movie. I don't want to put any expectations on it.
I just know it ends on a cliffhanger, and that's,
Well, it has to because there's a second part.
Yeah, well, because it's in the book like long as hell.
Yeah, and I always think that it's better to just make a shorter movie
Yeah.
and fucking end it at an appropriate point instead of making it like instead of doing what the Matrix did, which was they should have made the second Matrix shorter to make the third Matrix feel like its own movie, and instead the third Matrix is just basically a fucking epilogue to the
Yeah.
second movie.
Yeah.
Same with the third Hobbit, complete waste of a fucking movie.
If you go back and rewatch them, the first two are also really bad.
No, the first one's really good.
No, the only good. I think the first one's the best one.
The first one's really good.
The second one is bad. The third one is terrible.
I hated that shit that he did where he would change like the type of camera. So I'm like, this looks like a fucking TikTok. Why the fuck would you ever do this?
I don't know what was going through his head. I was like,
Yeah.
Peter Jackson, you are literally
He was losing his fucking mind.
the.
He's like, let's put 60 FPS fucking
So
scenes in a movie for no goddamn reason. I'm like, this looks like shit.
yeah.
It doesn't look good.
I consider the possibility that he was intentionally sabotaging the movie because he was mad that they like took because he wanted to do this immediately after the Lord of the Rings, but New Line wasn't paying him all the money they owed him.
This doesn't help, dude. When you do this, like you sabotage a movie like out of spite, I'm like, it only reflects on you.
Yeah, no one's upset at New Line for the movie. They're mad
And
at
no
you.
one will ever be because those people don't put their names out there for them to be criticized. They're
Nope.
too busy fucking raping actresses.
Yep.
Well, that's a good episode.
You want to do a recommendation?
Yeah. Psychonauts 2. I just finished it. And I'm going to give it a... It's pretty good, dude. Tim Schafer, I think he's the head writer at Double Fine.
Yeah.
And the combat's not... Like, I didn't really like the combat. I thought it was too simple. But every other aspect of the game, like, the writing is fucking amazing. The platforming is sick as fuck. The art direction, like, all of it is fucking great, dude. Like, I hadn't played a good game in a long ass time, just because of COVID too, but also like, I don't know, play something that's not a fucking like shooter, you know what I mean, or like a murder simulator. Yeah, like it's very fucking cool. Like, it's basically like a kind of like Inception,
Yeah.
where half the game you play in the real world and kind of half the game you play like in people's minds,
Yeah.
and those levels are obviously like all super like fucking interesting, you know, like every like enemy reflects like a part of their personality and shit like that. It's really fucking good. I would recommend to anybody if you want to like support, you know,
Small studios.
yeah, some non-bullshit, some non-AAA fucking been game tested up the ass bullshit. Really fucking good.
All right. I have a recommendation, and mine isn't a movie this week either.
What is
It's a
it?
comic book that I didn't mention it earlier because I wanted to recommend it at the end.
Recommended?
Yes.
Yeah.
Recommend.
Fucking
You're the one. I'm making fun of you who says recommendation. It's recommendation.
Is it really?
Yeah. I've
Well,
been making
looks
fun
like-
of you for like 10 episodes.
Looks like I'm the
Yeah. Ha. I've been making fun of Miguel this time.
damn, you got my ass.
Okay. It's a book called The Nice House on the Lake. And I picked it up because it looked like a horror book. And I was like, I like horror stuff. It's one of my favorite genres. I
Sure.
didn't know what it was about at all. And I was like, so the opening is just this person's talking, to the camera in quotations. They're talking to you.
Sure.
And it's this chick, and she's like, yeah, back before all this stuff happened, you can tell, like, whatever she's at, this place is not all right. And it goes back. She's like, yeah, back in the day, we would just go to the bar with my group of friends, and there was this one guy, and he would always ask me this question. He's like, so how do you think the world is going to end? And they would have this back and forth, and she's like, yeah, just for months, we would text. He would text me, like, late at night. Oh, how do you think the world's going to end? And we would talk about it. And then one day, the group separates, they drift apart. And then, like, a year later, they all get an email from that guy. And he's like, hey, I just got this cool house on a lake. You guys should all come out here. And, we're going to hang out for a while. They show up to the place. They all sit around. And the guy's there. He steps out. They look at their phones. And this one chick's like, the whole world is ending. Like, everyone's on Twitter is like, my skin is melting while I'm typing this. Like, everyone's just dying in, like, the most, like, horrible, like, disgusting ways. Like, they're all their families are dead, blah, blah, blah. And that's all I'm going to tell you. That book has been, like, a ride. That
sounds really fucking sick.
The only thing is there's a bunch of characters. There's, like, 13 characters, and I'm struggling to keep up with them. Is it a limited series? I think it is going to be.
How long is it?
Right now, there's only 4 issues out.
Oh.
And the covers are amazing. I love the cut. That's what caught my attention. And I'm trying to remember the right. I don't think Jeff Lemire. No. Jeff Lemire writes this other book called Primordial. But I thought the covers looked sick, and I recognized the writer, so I was like, okay, I'll try it out. It's such a good book, and it's tripping me out. And I can tell. I was like, okay, everyone's not going to make it to the end of this, so like, I'm waiting to,
right.
that it'll get easier to keep up with who's who. Because I thought this one chick was the main character, but then every issue takes place from someone's perspective. They narrate it at the beginning,
right?
And the issue just is from their perspective.
It's probably going to be 13 issues then.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. Because every character, he gives them a little code name with a symbol that reflects what they are.
Right.
And I didn't know what it was. At the top of the issue, it has the title, and then it has a bunch of symbols, and it's all their symbols. And I noticed, like, the first one was highlighted yellow, and I was like, what does this mean? It's just a symbol of who. Yeah.
CH star star star. It's all like, it's just brown. It is an SP star star. It's just a racist. It's a code name you get.
So check. Yeah, look, if you look it up online or something, buy it online. It's a really cool book. I'd recommend it. It's a great.
It sounds sick as fuck.
I've been enjoying it. So
yeah,
that's my recommendation. My only thing is I'm reading. I'm like, this would make such a dope TV show.
Yeah,
and it's
probably already been optioned.
It probably, because it literally all takes place in a house on a lake. Except for the flashbacks to take place at like someone's dorm. We can film the 90% of the show in a house.
It's probably already been optioned.
Yeah, Netflix, pick it up, please. This looks dope.
No, HBO. HBO. Yeah, HBO.
HBO's amazing.
Well, is the comic diverse?
Super diverse.
Okay, Netflix, you got this.
It's very, like, there's literally like a gay couple, a trans character. Everyone's like a different race. There's like.
Is there a conservative?
No.
Oh.
Not that I'm aware of.
That's true diversity. That sounds sick as fuck though.
Yeah, it's good, and I resisted giving away the big.
Shut your mouth, bro. I'll read it when it's over. I can't stand waiting for comics. I can barely do it for TV shows.
It is rough having to wait a month.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
but I mean, well.
All right, that's it.
What? Oh God.